top 10 biggest snakes to ever live on planet Earth.
Okay.
Oh,
And
wow.
at the end, I'm going to have some breaking news. I'm going to name the snake. You say how long. It's by length.
Okay.
How long you think it is, and then just tell us what you know
And
about
this is
it.
the largest individual ever recorded.
Yeah, the 10 biggest snakes ever to live.
Right, but when you say the species, I have to guess the largest one.
Correct.
Got
It's
it.
the biggest one that's been
got
found.
Got it. Okay.
Number 10, the king cobra.
Okay. So I'm supposed to guess the
I'm
length?
surprised that these get this big.
They're very large snakes.
I'm gonna go with 5'8".
5'8". That's
I'm 5'10", Pally.
To be honest, coming
that
in at number
big?
10, that's not a terrible guess. It's really not.
I was like, is it
Okay.
too big or too
No,
small?
it's not a terrible guess. So king cobras, they're the largest species of cobra. They eat other snakes. Basically, any snake with the word king in it eats other snakes. That's where the title king comes from. King snake, king cobra.
Was
Yeah,
the cobra you threw at me in Vietnam a king cobra?
No, that wasn't.
Shit.
Sorry.
I love that story.
But king cobras do get big. They get really big. I'm going to say the largest one ever recorded was 14 feet.
Oh, so I was too short. Jeez.
18.7
Holy
feet.
shit. That's huge.
Think about how long that is.
That's almost 2 basketball
Kyle,
lengths.
do me
Yeah.
a favor and quickly Google like king cobra length. I get that the largest one ever was 18, but I like just
You're trying to find
and
an
this-
average one?
Yeah.
This was measured. This is in the Guinness Book of World Records. This was at the London Zoo in the 1930s. This
This was a
specimen.
zoo kept snake.
Yeah,
even.
this wasn't like, Dilly on YouTube saying
Yeah.
he measured an 18-foot snake.
Yeah.
see, so your average size is 10 to 12. I thought 14 was a pretty safe guess, being 2 feet larger than
Yeah.
that.
Sure, yeah.
Wow, those are some
18 is crazy, dude.
dude.
18.7
That's a highly
feet.
venomous, crazy, aggressive snake.
Yeah.
The rest of these, I'm fairly certain, are going to be pythons and boas.
Yeah.
Right?
Sure.
Which are still scary, don't get me wrong. And an 18-foot anaconda is gnarly, but an 18-foot king cobra is like another level. I'm blown
Number
away.
9, Burmese python. Or as Forrest would say, Burmese python.
Python. I've actually
would.
seen one of these, and I know that it was my sized, so like 6 feet. I'm gonna go ahead and say 24 feet.
Okay, if the king was at 18.7, that's huge. I'm going to say 22.
18.8.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah.
a little disappointed here.
What do you know about it?
The Burmese python? I had one named Willie. Willie Eat Me. True story. Yeah, found him in a creek. He'd eaten a lady's cat.
Wow.
And I built him a cage and used to feed him pigeons that I'd sniper off of the telephone wire.
Was this back in Africa?
No, it's in Cayucas, California.
So it was like an escaped one.
Yeah, it was somebody's
Okay.
escaped pet.
Gotcha.
But yeah, burms are a very big snake. They're one of the heaviest snakes in the world. As we know, they're running amok in Florida. Right?
That's
Like,
where the largest one ever measured
was in
caught,
Florida.
2022.
Oh, no kidding.
Oh, damn, that recently.
Wow. And to be honest, yeah, I thought they got bigger than 18 feet.
Okay, number 8, Cuban boa. What do we know about this? How big is it, Forrest?
I 100% would have said the berms got bigger than Cuban boas. Cuban boa is obviously a boa species endemic to Cuba. They are a large snake. I'm going to go 19 feet.
I'm gonna go 19.2.
Okay. 19.6.
Oh no,
Hey,
my guess.
Price is right. You got it.
Tell me
Didn't
about
go
the
over.
Cuban boa.
It's the largest snake in the Caribbean. There's a lot of ground boa species throughout the Caribbean. There's a Bahamian boa, Cuban boa, blah, 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 throughout the Caribbean. But the Cuban is by far the largest.
Okay.
One of the reasons being Cuba is one of the largest islands in the Caribbean, right? So small islands, insular dwarfism, large island,
Got
bigger
it.
snakes. They also have, what are those crazy possum things in Cuba that they eat a lot? I'm blanking on the name now. The guys eat them. They actually eat them in Cuba.
A lush food source for the snake.
Kyle, you know what I'm talking about. Figure it out for me.
Did you say ground boa as opposed to sky
Solenodon.
boa?
I was going to
Solenodon.
say Cuban Solenodon. I
Yeah.
thought I was going to get laughed at.
No, that's what I was thinking of, the Solenodon. So yeah, they
You
have a
miss-
lot.
You miss
they have
100% of the shots you don't take.
True.
They have these mammals to eat, so it allows them to get larger because the Solenodon's there. Whereas on most of those other Caribbean islands, there are no mammals like that. Right? So they're eating much smaller things, rats and birds and things like that.
Number 7, Indian python.
Very mean, the Indian rock python. I would guess, okay, our Cuban boa is 19.6. They're all going to start getting close now. I'm going to say 20.1, 20.3.
I'm gonna stick in the 19s and say 19.9.
21 feet.
Okay.
Now,
Booyah!
now
Really closer.
we've crossed 2 basketball hoops now.
Yep.
That's true.
Now
Yep.
we're getting to the
True.
big ones. Why do you say they're mean?
Something about African and Indian rock pythons, they're related. Terrible temperaments. They just
Okay.
have the worst disposition. Maybe for this clip, I'll give Kyle a video of me catching an Indian rock python in Sri Lanka.
Okay.
Awful. awful. Like I walk up to it on the side of the road. Like we weren't there. We were there on a Shark Week shoot, but I literally saw this big, like probably 11-foot python on the side of the road, and I was like, oh, I should save it so it doesn't go into the road and get run over.
Yeah.
As I'm walking up to it on the road, not even like stalking it or anything, it lunges and tries to bite me.
Wow.
They just have this crazy disposition.
Number 6, the reticulated python.
Big. I would have guessed retic was number 2, actually. Or no.
Well,
Yeah, I would have guessed retic
little,
is number 2.
Little surprise for you coming up because we
There
might
must
have
be,
a new
'cause
discovery.
I can't believe this is at 6. Okay, so the retic, if that one's at 21.
Keep in mind these are to ever live.
What does that mean?
I see what he's doing.
It could be an
Ever?
extinct
means there's
species.
ancient
Oh,
snakes
gotcha,
coming.
gotcha,
means
gotcha.
Titanoboa is sitting in 1, and I don't know what the other 4 are. Okay, so the retic is 26 feet. Big jump. Big jump from the Indian rock python.
That's ludicrous, sir. I'm going with 23 and a half feet.
All right.
Ridiculous.
32! Sorry. I
That's
just saw it, but it was
ridiculous.
Oh, that's
insane.
good. That's
Yeah.
good pod.
I couldn't believe it. That blew my mind.
32.8.
Yeah. So look, it's widely recognized as the longest snake on Earth today.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is the last extant one, right?
Yeah, on average, they're 20 to 25 feet long. Even that seems
That's
pretty hefty.
huge.
I
That
would
is
say
big.
average, they're 20 feet long. But anyway, that's fine.
The
Can
length
I
of
see
a
a
school
picture of
bus.
this?
It was measured in 1912, the largest
Mhm.
reticulated python.
Southeast Asia eat a lot of mammals, a lot of bats. They're the pigs that, or sorry, they're the snakes that you see eating pigs and things like
Yeah.
killing Barbaroussa and eating deer. And
Yeah.
often those pictures you see where the snake with a giant lump in it, that's
Yeah.
usually a retic.
like a pig-shaped lump.
Yeah, where you see like the whole body. In fact, I don't know if this is pod approved or not, but you can find pictures of, especially with the Aeta tribe, which is in the Philippines, of people being eaten by these
Oh, yeah.
retic.
Number 5.
Are we
Green-
still talking about this?
Yeah. Yeah, because I want to get to the big surprise.
Yeah.
yeah, for sure.
Green anaconda.
Okay, well, if this guy was clocked in at 32, because they're recognized as the longest snake in the world, the
Yeah.
retics, then this individual green anaconda came in at 34.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough because I'll go 33.5.
Okay.
33, you got it.
So
Thank you,
just
baby.
a foot
Woo.
longer.
2 inches longer.
Yeah, in 2016,
Man.
the 33-footer was found in
Oh,
Brazil.
this is a bullshit thing. This list is losing credibility.
Wait, why? What?
It's not a 33-foot snake. Everybody's seen this video. It's a big snake. It's like a 24, but it's not a 33-foot snake.
So that you're saying they faked the measurement?
no, this is all real. It's just an estimate.
Oh,
10
really?
Why
later
didn't they
snake.
measure it? Well, they got it right there.
I don't know. They first of all, they killed it at a site where they were cutting down trees illegally. So the whole thing is pretty.
Right, yeah.
That is a
Pretty suspicious.
massive snake.
It is. It
So
is.
I think it's
Massive.
exactly 33 feet.
I'll take it. That's okay. Yeah. Anacondas are awesome. One of my favorite animals.
What about them?
Oh,
Why do you
just
love them?
I mean, for probably 20 years, the number one thing on my bucket list was to go down to the Pantanal and specifically to Bonito, Brazil, and dive in the clear water with them.
Uh-huh.
And I got to do it for that Mysterious Creatures show, and it was incredible. We caught a 21-footer, which is huge. Like a 33 is insane.
Are they dangerous?
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
you're swimming with them.
Yeah, Jess and I caught a 21-footer on scuba. Okay.
Number 4, Gigantophis garstini.
Where'd it get its name?
I know nothing about this. It's obviously an extinct species of giant snake. Can we see a pic, Kyle?
This could be, this could be,
Probably an artist's rendering.
this could be 3 feet bigger or this could be 300 feet bigger.
Yeah, that is so
go,
true.
go to the taxidermied one.
I'm going to
Not
go
taxidermy, but the
second on, yeah. I'm going to say, based on that
Wow.
looks huge. I'm going to say 39 feet.
Ooh, I'm going bigger. I'm going 49 feet.
Okay.
all
Have a
right.
look
So it's
here.
around 34 feet. Lived 40 million years ago. 40 million to 23 million.
Discovered
blah,
in
blah, blah.
Egypt. Wow.
Yeah, go to the next
That's
one.
big boy.
Yep.
Paleophis colossus.
That's a muscle. All right.
All right. I'm going to guess this guy. Whoa, this was a giant sea snake.
Hell
Holy
yeah,
shit,
dog.
that's cool. That's way
Wow.
cooler than just another big python.
Look at that color on
It's
it.
Wow.
just an artist rendering of a modern scuba diver with this ancient snake.
I've never even
About
heard
to
of
be
this. It's
swallowed
incredible.
by this ancient snake.
Okay, well, based on the little bad artist renderings, I'm going to say it was 44 feet long.
I'm going 49 again. F it.
39.
Okay.
Damn.
It's a sea serpent that was over parts of North America 100 million years ago. There's a 39-foot skeleton, fossilized skeleton in the Sahara.
Wow.
That's crazy.
I always say
Yeah.
that mosasaur is my favorite extinct marine reptile, because if I say dinosaur, I get prosecuted.
You're done.
Yeah,
You're dead.
this is my new favorite one.
Pelaphis colossus?
Yeah,
Yes.
you got to say it. What is it?
Pelaphis colossus.
Paleophis?
Paleophis.
Paleo-
The tables
fish.
have turned.
The tables have turned, Kyle.
Oh, how the
All right.
turned have
Now
tables.
here's where things are going to get wild for us.
Oh, okay.
Number 2,
That's confusing.
Titanoboa.
There's something going on here, Peter. Because did you hear me at the beginning of this? I was like, well, I know what number 1 is. It's Titanoboa.
This would make
That's
Rogan's
right.
head explode. 'cause
Yeah,
he's a big
this is
Titanoboa
interesting.
fan.
So Titanoboa was, I think, around 60 feet, 55 feet.
That's big. See,
Big snake.
I'm sticking with 49.
43.
Okay, I was off still.
43, but still 10 feet longer than the longest modern
Oh,
snake.
yeah, it's ridiculous.
It's giant. That's
And-
so big.
And again, I always say this with reptiles when we're explaining it. The difference in like 1 to 2 feet when it comes to reptile can be hundreds to thousands of pounds.
Right.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
difference
that's
between a
crazy.
12-foot crocodile and a 15-foot crocodile is like 1,000+ pounds.
Oh man,
We're talking
Wow.
about a 2,500-pound snake.
Yeah,
Dude.
it's
So, like,
utterly insane.
Anaconda of, we're talking 500 pounds.
Right. No, it's literally bonkers.
2,500 pounds. So, but you thought this was going to be number 1,
Absolutely.
It's-
I was
but it's-
convinced.
but it's not.
So
It's the only, yeah.
Don't do
Say-
it yet.
say
Do you-
more.
Any idea for the number 1?
No, I thought Titanoboa was by far the largest snake in history. I'm very confused where this is going.
All right, number 1,
What?
Vasuki indicus.
Vasuki indicus.
I-
Never heard of
I
it.
know nothing. I'm completely stumped.
50 feet.
Oh, a new. This is a
Discovered last month
new.
Oh, wow.
in
a new
India
dis-
in a mine. Vasuki indicus would have been 6.5 feet longer than a Titanoboa.
Wow.
I like that it's named Vasuki, which is after the mythical king of serpents in Hinduism.
Yeah.
That's very, very cool.
47
40s.
million years ago it lived.
Yeah.
Had a broad cylindrical body, lived on land, likely an ambush predator,
Dude.
but significantly bigger. But that's
Wow.
kind of cool
Thank
that
God
they
for guns.
just discovered a new species in a mine
It's amazing.
in India.
I had no idea. I'd never heard of it. This is the first time hearing of it. Isn't it sad? Like, that doesn't make news anymore, but I could tell you
I
what the
know.
Kardashians had for breakfast.